Hello, hi, and welcome to your ASMR hearing test. My name is Doctor Treasury. It's lovely to meet you. I'm going to begin right away by asking you some questions about your hearing lately. I can see from your notes it's been quite some time since you've had a test, so it's going to be quite thorough today. So I'll take a bit of background and then we will jump right into the tests, okay? Good. Alright. So, have you been experiencing any dizziness lately? Okay. And any headaches? Okay. And have you had any earache in either ear? Left or right? Okay. And what about ringing? Same again, either in your left ear or your right ear. And how often is that? Okay. And do you notice that it's triggered by certain situations, or is it constant? Okay. Okay, and have you noticed that you have been unstable or off balance lately? So particularly when you're standing up, do you feel like a bit wobbly or like you might fall over? Okay. And are you aware of having had any ear infections lately? So have you had treatment for any or sought treatment for any? Right. Have you been experiencing any muffled hearing, or does sound a bit distorted, more so than normal? Okay. Is that conversations? Is it particular sounds when you're watching the TV? Deeper sounds, higher pitched sounds? Alright. And have you been finding it difficult to concentrate in noisy rooms? So for example, if you were trying to have a conversation with me right now and there was a lot of background noise going on, would you find it difficult to pick up the sound of my voice with those background noises? Okay. Now, do you experience sensitivity to any noises in particular, or misophonia? So are there any noises that really kind of irritate you or you particularly hate? Yeah, that's quite a common one, that one actually, yeah it is. Okay. The reason I ask is because during the assessment today I will be using a couple of different sounds, and I just want to make sure that we aren't going to use anything that's going to trigger that sensation for you. We want it to be quite pleasant. Okay, lovely. Right, I'm going to then just explain the tests we're going to do today. So we've actually started already as I've been talking with you. You seem to be able to hear what I'm saying, so that's a really good start. I've noticed that you aren't looking too much at my lips, so sometimes when people are struggling to pick up sounds and words, they get used to lip reading without realising, but you're making a lot of eye contact, so that's great. And I don't know if you have noticed, but we have quite a rainstorm going on at the moment, so if you are picking up the sounds of rain or wind or anything like that from do are just a general kind of set of hearing tests. Phrases repeating after me, things like that. And then I have some special sounds for you in different frequencies, which we'll try out. We'll then move on to tuning forks, and once we have done tests with the tuning forks, we will then move on to some tests with your headphones on. Beep tests and competing phrases where you hear different phrases in each ear and see if you can pick out the correct one for me. Okay? Does that sound alright? Good. Okay, make yourself comfortable. I'm just going to put my notes over here. Alright, let's begin then. So for this first section, I would just like you to close your eyes for me. Very good. And just tell me, can you hear this sound? Good. And can you hear this sound? Very good. Okay. You can open your eyes again if you would like to, or for the moment you can keep them closed and just listen to my instructions instead. It's entirely up to you. What I'm going to do is I'm going to try to isolate each ear. So I'm going to make a sound in front of your right ear, and I would just like you to repeat back the number that you hear in your left ear, okay? Right, here we go then. 769. Very good, and let's try that again. 842. Very good, and one more time. 497. Great, well done. Let's try then with your right ear. 336. Good. 224. Very good. One more time. 648. That's excellent. Well done. Okay. Now I would just like you to repeat this number back to me if you can hear it. If not, then just say, I can't hear it, okay? Okay, here we go. 67. Okay, I'll try that again. 67. Okay, one more time. 67. Very good. And the same in your right ear now, okay? Okay, and how about now? 29. One more time. 29. Good, well done. Very good. I'm going to move on now to a couple of our props. So, can you hear this in your right ear? Good. And can you hear this in your left ear? Very Okay, and can you hear the same sound in your left ear? Good, okay. Any guesses as to what those two different sounds were? That's right, we have a brush, a fluffy brush, and we have a wooden comb. Okay, so just close your eyes for me, that's it, close them again. Now I would just like you to tell me in which ear you can hear the comb, okay? In which ear could you hear the comb? Very good, well done. And how about now, in which ear can you hear the comb? Very good, well done. Okay, what I'm going to do now is ask you to keep your eyes closed, and I would just like you to tell me where the sound of the comb is coming from. So is it to your left, to your right, above or below you, okay? That is to your left, well done. And how about now? That is below, well done. What about this time? Where can you hear the comb? Very good, it is to your left. And how about now? Where can you hear the comb? Good, it is to your right, well done. And finally, where can you hear that comb now? It is above you, well done. Okay, you are doing great so far. So I now have these two little mini foam pieces, like little tiny foam rollers. So just tell me, can you hear this sound? And which ear was that in? Left ear, very good. And can you hear this sound? And which ear was that in? Right ear, good, 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 good. Okay, so first of all, I would just like you to tell me how many squeezes of the foam roller you hear. So this is one. And I would just like you to tell me how many you hear. Okay, so just count them for me. Are you ready? Okay. How many squeezes of the foam roller did you hear? 10. Well done. Okay, let's try that again. They're going to move at different distances this time, so it will be a little bit harder to hear some of them. Just count and see if you can keep up, okay? Okay, that's it. Try to keep those eyes closed for me if you can, no cheating. Very good. Okay, here we go. Okay, how many did you hear? 20. Well done. Now you are going to hear them in both ears simultaneously, but I just want you to count how many squeezes you hear in your left ear. So try to disregard the squeezes that you hear in your right ear. Okay, here we go. How many did you hear just in your left ear? It was 7. Well done. Okay, now let's try the same again, but with your right ear this time. So only tell me how many squeezes you hear in your right ear. And disregard the squeezes you hear in your left ear. Okay? Good, here we go. Okay, how many did you hear in your right ear that time? That's correct, well done. I'm going to pop that one down for a moment, so just that one now. And with your eyes closed, I would just like you to tell me where you can hear this, okay? So again, is it above or below, on your left side or on your right side? Okay, here we go. That is above, well done. That was to your left, very good. Below, well done. Left, good. Very good. That was your right. Now I would like you to tell me which direction the foam roller is moving in. So for example, whether it starts on your right and moves to your left, or whether it starts above and moves to your right, or below and moves above, and so on and so forth, okay? Alright, here we go then. That was from your right to your left, very good. And what about this time? That was from your left to above, very good. And how about this time? was from beneath you to your right. Well done. And final time. Very, very good. That was from your left to your right. So we use those different objects because they have different frequencies, so it gives us a good indication of what you are picking up and not. Now, can I ask you, are you experiencing any ringing in either ear right now? No? Okay. In that case, we will move on to the tuning fork test. So I have a set of tuning forks here, all in different frequencies. So I'm going to begin with the lowest frequency of 174. So I would just like you to tell me if you can hear this. Can you hear that in both ears? Good, okay. And now I'm going to try the highest frequency, which is 963. Okay, just let me know if you can hear this one in both ears. Okay, very good. So for these initial tests, I will use the lower frequency. And what I would like you to do now is tell me when you can hear the tuning fork getting close to you. So initially you probably won't be able to hear it. It's going to start quite far away and move closer to your ear. So just tell me when you can hear it, alright? Good, well done. Very good. Okay, and let's do the same on your right side. Great, well done. So same as before, I would just like you to tell me which ear you can hear the tuning fork in as it's moving around your head, okay? Right, very good. Left, well done. Left, well done. Right, good. Left, well done. And right again. Very, very good. You're doing really well, so we're going to move on now to testing different frequencies in each ear. So I'm going to begin with a mid-range frequency. There's still quite a gap between them. So we have this pink one, which is 396, and the blue one, which is a little higher at 741. So I'm going to hold them up to your ears in a moment, and I would just like you to tell me in which ear you hear the higher frequency. Okay. Good. In which ear did you hear the higher frequency? Very good, okay. Let's try that again. In which ear could you hear the higher frequency? Very good. And are you finding that one is louder than the other? Okay. And now tell me from memory, is this the higher or the lower frequency of the two that you've just heard? Very good, it was the lower of the two. I'm going to use the higher one again now, and I would like you to tell me in which direction it is moving. So keep your eyes closed for me. Okay. Which direction was that? Right to left. Very good. Okay, and how about this time? Which direction did it move in that time? That was bottom to top. Well done. Okay, and finally? Very good. Left to right. Well done. Okay. Let's try with two frequencies that are a little closer in the range this time. So I'm going to use this green one, which is 639, and I'm going to use the red one, which is 852. So this time I would like you to tell me in which ear you are hearing the lower frequency, okay? In which ear did you hear the lower frequency? It was your right ear, very good. And which frequency is louder? Okay, very good. And in which ear this time are you hearing the higher frequency? Very good, it was your right ear. Okay. Now keeping your eyes closed, I want you to tell me where you can hear the lower frequency and where you can hear the higher frequency. So for example, the lower frequency is beneath me and the higher frequency is above, or the lower is to my left and the higher is to my right, and so on, okay? Right, here we go then. Good. And how about now? Very good, well done. Okay, same again, we're going to choose two different frequencies that are even closer together this time. These are both gold, so if you do keep your eyes open, it's even harder to tell them apart. We have a higher frequency of 528 and a a slightly lower frequency at 417. So if you could please again tell me in which ear you are hearing the higher frequency. It was in your right ear. Very good. Keeping your eyes closed for me this time. In which ear are you hearing the higher frequency? Your left ear. Very good. Okay. And now this time with your eyes closed, I would just like you to tell me when the frequencies swap. So every time you hear them swap between ears, I would just like you to say swap, okay? Good. Very good. And finally, if you could just tell me which one is closer and which one is further away. We're going to start with your left ear for this. Good. And how about there? Can you tell the difference? Very good. Well done. Okay, and now let's try the same in your right ear. So tell me which one is closer and which one is further away. That's right. And the lower one. Well done. Very, very good. We're going to move on now to the final stage of the assessment, in which I am going to place some headphones on you. These are noise cancelling. They're very, very comfortable, so they should be fine for you to wear, but they might make my voice sound a little bit muffled. You should still be able to hear me though, okay? Alright, so I'll just pop these on over your ears. How's that? Can you still hear me in both ears, okay? Yeah, I'll just adjust the headband there for you. And on the right side. Does that feel more comfortable like that? Okay. So, for this first portion of the test, we are going to play some beeps in each ear at different frequencies. And what I would like you to do is every time you hear a beep, just raise your hand on the corresponding side that you're hearing the beep. So if you hear the beep in your left ear, then just raise your left hand. If you hear a beep in your right ear, raise your right hand, and so on, okay? Okay, let's give it a quick test. So here's the first one. Very good. Okay, so just like that. Whichever ear you hear it in, raise your arm, and if you don't hear anything, that's fine, just keep your arm down. Okay. Okay, here we go. Very good. Good. Okay, keep going. Good. 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 That's great, just a couple more. Perfect, well done, really good. Now we're going to have a beep. It's going to start very faintly and it's going to get louder and louder, and I just want you to raise your hand when you can hear it. So as soon as you can hear that beep, just raise your hand, okay? Okay, here we go. Good, so I've just stopped it there and it will record the decibels that you've heard it at. So same again but a different frequency this time. Ready and go. Very good, okay, and one more at a different frequency. Good, well done. So we're going to do the same thing except in reverse. So it's going to start louder and it's going to get gradually quieter. And when you can no longer hear it, I would just like you to tell me. Okay, just raise your hand. Okay, here we go. Here's the first one. Okay, very good. And another one at a different frequency. Very good. And for this final one, you're going to hear it in your left ear first. Very good. And now in your right ear. Good, okay. Those were just about matching, so that's absolutely fine. Well done. We're going to move on now then to some competing phrases. So what this means is you are going to hear a different word or phrase in each ear, and I'm going to tell you to repeat back to me what you've heard in one or other of the ears. So first of all, I would just like you to tell me what you hear in your left ear. This is just a test. Are you ready? Okay, here we go. Internet. What did you hear in your left ear? Good, well done. Okay, so that's how it's going to work. We'll do a few where I tell you which ear, and then a few where I'm not going to tell you which ear, and I will ask you afterwards. Okay, here we go. So tell me this time what you hear in your right ear, okay? Obstructive. Very good, okay. And again, in your left ear this time. Institution. It was, well done, university. Okay, and now this time in your left ear again. Crackling. Magical, well done. Okay, and now this time for your right ear. Carrot cake. Popsicle, well done, very good. Okay, now we're going to make it slightly harder. So for these, I'm not going to tell you which ear. You're going to have to try to listen, both ears, and then I'll tell you which ear I'd like you to repeat, okay? So I'll do the first couple for you twice, so you can hear them twice, and then we'll go to once, okay? So let's play the first one now. Eternity. And let's play it again.
Interrupted.
And what did you hear in your right ear? It was interrupted. Well done. Okay, and now let's try again. So here's the first go.
Insouciant.
And the second play.
Insouciant.
Okay, so what did you hear in your left ear that time? It was devoted. Well done. Okay, so for these last few, I'm just going to play it one time. Are you ready? Okay, here we go.
Illustrious.
What did you hear in your right ear? Harder, isn't it? That was elasticity. Very good. Okay, here we go. Next one.
Crepuscular.
What did you hear in your left ear? Crepuscular. Crepuscular, that's it. Okay, and let's go again.
Exquisite.
What did you hear in your right ear? Very good. Okay, and final one.
Translucent.
What did you hear in your left ear? Expedited. Well done. Okay, so we're going to move on to some phrases now, and these are phrases from famous movies. So bonus points if you can tell me which movie these phrases are from. So I'd like you to tell me which phrase you hear in your left ear. Okay, here we go.
I'm gonna make him an offer I don't give it refuse.
Okay, and what phrase did you hear in your left ear? It was, well done. Okay, and same again. Please tell me which phrase you hear in your left ear.
My mama always I've a feeling life was like in box of chocolates.
It was, okay, and do you know the movie? Very good, okay. Right, so this time I'm not going to tell you which ear again, I just want you to listen. But I will play this first one twice for you, alright? Okay, so here we go. First time.
Here's having what she's having.
And second time.
Here's having what she's having.
Okay, what did you hear in your left ear? Very good. Okay, and same again, I'm going to let you hear this one twice. So here's the first go.
If you're gonna need a bigger he will come.
And second time.
If you're gonna need a bigger he will come.
Okay, what did you hear in your right ear? Well done. Okay, these next few, to make it more difficult again, are going to be phrases from songs, famous lyrics, but you're only going to hear them once. And once you've heard them, I'll ask you what you heard in which ear, okay? Alright, here we go then.
Is this the real life, or is this just a fantasy?
What did you hear in your right ear? Good, and do you know the song? It is, well done. Okay, and the next one?
I read Is there anybody? Oh boy.
What did you hear in your right ear? Very good. Okay, and the next one.
Coming out of my cage and I've been doing just fine.
What did you hear in your left ear? Well done, okay. And the next one.
If you only I was afraid I was petrified. Opportunity.
What did you hear in your right ear? And the artist? Just for bonus points. Very good, okay. And last one now, okay?
We come from the light of the ice and snow.
What did you hear in your left ear? Very, very good. You did those really, really well. Okay. So for this very last section of the test now, what's going to happen is we are going to see how well you react to background noises and how well you can pick out voices when there are kind of background noises and distractions going on. So you'll hear in both ears kind of some background noises, and I would like you to also try to focus and listen on the fact that you are hearing, and then I'm going to ask you a question about it, okay? Okay, here we go. So here's the first one.
A cloud weighs around 1 million tons.
Good, okay. How much does a cloud weigh? Very, very good, okay. And the next one.
The biggest butterfly in the world has a 31 centimetre wingspan, and it is called Queen Alexandra's birdwing.
What is the wingspan of the biggest butterfly in the world? Well done, very good. Okay, final one now.
A lightning bolt is 5 times hotter than the surface of the sun.
Okay, can you repeat that fact to me? Excellent, well done. I'm going to remove the headphones now.
Okay, how's that for you? How are your ears feeling? Are they okay? Do you feel comfortable? Good. How was that test for you? Did you find it quite difficult? It is quite hard when it sounds in both ears, isn't it? You did really, really well though, nothing to worry about. Good. So those are your hearing tests complete for today. I'm very happy to report there are no issues at all for us to worry about. And I can recommend that you come in another 6 months' time for your regular checkup. Does that sound okay? Lovely. Well, thank you for coming to see me today. I hope you enjoy the rest of your day, and I will see you again very soon.